New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. Second down.
He was brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jones. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Switzer.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run for the first time with James Conner, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Ball carrier. He was brought.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Conner, and he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
first.
Give him 30 yards there.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first, and this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead.
Chris Boswell.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And Ingram hauls it in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First down, Giants. Jones to Ingram.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Jones throw on target to Shepard. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Sterling Shepard. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and
3 yards remain for second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first down carry for Barkley.
Saquon.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 45 on second down, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Intended for Darius.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, here's Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Minka Fitzpatrick.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
And 7.
From the gun, Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
Leads to second and 10.
On the counter, it's Connor. And he's taken down inside the 30. That'll be a gain of 16. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
That's the end.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Giants, nothing.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Complete to Eric.
A good pickup there, a 22.
First and goal at the 7.
Normally, you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they
got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington there to make the grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Steelers 45-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on first down. Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 29, Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. 12 yards there and a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. On first down, Barkley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
The ball carrier.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down now, Barkley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the foot. Ball there, and it's second down.
For James Conner, incomplete. It's second down and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Fourth-round guy, and many thought that's about where he would go, but I think he's got some upside, right?
He can come right in and be what they call a core special teams player, play on all 4 phases of it, and have a chance to work his way into the lineup. I think a year or 2 down the road, they could have a solid starter.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup. Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
At the 31-yard line.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Jones on 1st and 10. He's got Lewis. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jones. He completes it to Tate. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game.
Extra point.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played.
25-yard line.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's second and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third and short. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Final play of the half, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with the road victory. Russell Wilson with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
And we remind you, still one more game to get to before we put a bow on Week 1. It comes up at the conclusion of this one. Titans and Broncos in the AFC from Mile High, and that ought to be one worth staying up for. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They run the counter. McFarland. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An inside handoff. This is McFarland. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good.
He is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Corey Valentine on the return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a first down throw complete downfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Joe Hayden on the coverage.
Throwing again. Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Connor, the ball carrier.
Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's McFarland. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and
Roethlisberger will throw.
Giants 26 yards.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, McFarland. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We're getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That second down play nets a -4.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Julian Love.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
You are watching.
Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pass interference. Defense. Don't do us like that.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Boswell's kick is good.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field.
On first down, they'll start with McFarland.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
By DeAndre Baker. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
The tackle.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game seal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 4 yards. So after giving up the touchdown, now what can this offense do? Can they strike back? We'll see. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. How will this offense respond? Their defense just gave up the touchdown. Now it's their opportunity. 1st and 10.
McFarland once more.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Running with McFarland.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game.
Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. On 1st down, McFarland. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Steelers, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
With a pinky ring, everybody used to pick at me. Now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a